A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News on News First, coming to you live and direct from News First Studios in Colombo. I'm Bernadine Jaisingha. Let's take a look at headlines. Information comes to light that the charred van with bodies found in Dankotua belongs to a woman from Kolpiti. Shooting in Sevenagala claims the life of a woman and injures her husband. Former MP Duminda Silva pleads guilty on the charges of not declaring his assets for 3 years. The Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign enters day 17. President Maithripala Sirisena participated in a walk organized to mark World Glaucoma 2016. Glaucoma Walk was organized by the National Eye Hospital today in line with World Glaucoma Week. The walk commenced from the Viharamadevi Park and proceeded towards the National Eye Hospital. Deputy Minister of Health Faisal Kazim and staff members were present for the event. Police discovered the remains of 5 charred bodies in burnt-out van that was left in an abandoned road in Bulat Gampala, Dankotua. The crime scene was discovered this morning.
Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara said that information revealed that the burnt-out van belongs to a woman from Kolpiti. He added that the woman had provided the van in question to a certain financial institution. The bodies were discovered this morning following a tip-off that came through the 119 emergency hotline. Police said that the bodies were burnt beyond recognition. DIG of Puttalam Roshan Fernando visited the crime scene this morning. A woman was killed in a shooting in the Sevenagala area early this morning while her husband suffered injuries. Police said that the gunman fired at her house at around 2 this morning and fled. The victim was a 49-year-old woman while her injured husband was admitted to the Ambalipitia hospital. A body of a woman was discovered in the banks of the Muragahaveva tank last evening. The body was spotted by the locals who had informed the Thalava police of the discovery. Later the police moved the body to the Thalava Regional Hospital. The body is believed to be of an unidentified woman of 45 years. The body was taken to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital for the post-mortem examination.
Leader of the People's Servants Party commenced on the tax revisions that were presented to Parliament. He was speaking at a media briefing.
This large-scale budget or the mini-budget clearly depicts that the government has no policy or program. This government is nervous. On one hand, they have not established their administration. Ranil Wickremesinghe says that we are in a debt trap and the times are tough. They have not presented a way to come out of this debt situation.
Former parliamentarian Duminda Silva pleaded guilty on the charges of not declaring his assets for 3 years before the Colombo Chief Magistrate today. Colombo Chief Magistrate Gihan Pilapitia said that the sentencing was postponed to the 18th of March. The Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption filed a case against former MP Duminda Silva for not declaring his assets and liabilities for the years 2011, 2012 and 2013. The administration building of the Ocean University in Mattakulia was declared open yesterday by Mahinda Samarasinghe, the Minister of Professional Development and Vocational Training.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ තුනෙන් දෙයකට වඩා බලයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ බලය ඒ වගේම ජනතාවගේ පැත්ත දිහා බලලා ජනතාවගේ අවශ්‍යතාවය.
There is a two-third majority in Parliament. The President, the Prime Minister and the government are of the stance that the power needs to be used on the requirement of the people. During the past, we saw that this power was used based on individual needs. Today, the President has become generous to curtail those powers. I have never heard of a world leader who had curtailed his powers.
රටක නායකයෙක් එවැනි දෙයක් කරනවා.
ලංකාවේ ගොඩබිම භූමි ප්‍රමාණය වගේ 8 ගුණයකට.
We have an ocean that is 8 times the landmass of the country. In the future, we hope to enter into more agreements following discussions. We are aware that this will increase by 18 or 20 times. As the Ocean University, we must take advantage of the ocean resources and also be aware of climate change and take necessary measures.
සාගර විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය තුලින් අපිට සාගර සම්පත් පිළිබඳවත් ඒ වගේම සාගරයෙන් ගත හැකි ප්‍රයෝජනයන් පිළිබඳවත් ඒ වගේම කාලගුණ විපර්යාසයන් පිළිබඳව මෙවැනි කටයුතු රාශියක් සම්බන්ධව කටයුතු කරන්න තියෙන තැන.
Naik of the Askiri chapter of Siam Sekmu's Venerable Galakama Sri Attadasi Thero was moved to the Prabhupali Memorial Hall of the Askiri Temple for the public to pay their last respects.
People in their large numbers continue to pay their last respects to the remains of the Mahanaika Thero. General Secretary of the United People's Freedom Alliance, Mahinda Amarveera, was among those who paid their last respects. The cremation of late Mahanaika Thero will take place at the Askiri grounds in Kandy on Sunday the 13th, which has also been declared a national day of mourning.
Police discovered the remains of 5 charred bodies in a burnt-out van that was left in an abandoned road in Bulat Gampala, Dankotua. The crime scene was discovered this morning.
Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara said that information revealed that the burnt-out van belongs to a woman from Kolpiti. He added that the woman had provided the van in question to a certain financial institution. The bodies were discovered this morning following a tip-off that came through the 119 emergency hotline. Police said that the bodies were burnt beyond recognition. DRG of Puttlam Roshan Fernando visited the crime scene this morning. A woman was killed in a shooting in the Sevanagala area early this morning while her husband suffered injuries. Police said that the gunman fired at her house at around 2 this morning and fled. The victim was a 49-year-old woman while her injured husband was admitted to the Amblipitia hospital. A body of a woman was discovered in the banks of the Murugahaweva tank last evening. The body was spotted by the locals who had informed the Thalava police of the discovery. Later the police moved the body to the Thalava Regional Hospital. The body is believed to be of an unidentified woman of 45 years. The body was taken to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital for the post-mortem examination.
UPFA parliamentarian Vimavira once commented on the arrest of Venerable Uduwe Dhammaloka Thero in Parliament yesterday.
උඩුවේ ධම්මාලෝක ස්වාමින් වහන්සේ අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීම පිළිබඳව උන්වහන්සේ අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීම තවත් වික්ෂුන් වහන්සේලා විශාල පිරිසක් මේ වන විට අත්අඩංගුවේ සිටිනවා විවිධ කාරණා මත පදනන්න. දැන් අධිකරණයේ ඉදිරියේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නයට කරු නියෝජ්‍ය කතානායකතුමනි අපි මෙතන මේක සාකච්ඡා කරන එකත් අපේ උඩුවේ ධම්මාලෝක ස්වාමින් වහන්සේට කරන අපහාසයක්. උන්වහන්සේව අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීමයි අපහාසය. ත්‍රස්තවාදයේ වැළැක්වීමේ පනත අහෝසි කරනවා කියලා මයිමා
And in sports news, today is day 2 of the 137th edition of the Battle of the Blues played between Royal College Colombo and St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia. Royal College, who resumed play on day 2 with an overnight score of 1, were 95 runs for the of 2 wickets when play was stopped for lunch. Royal College lost Naveen Vitanapatirana for 24 runs while Ronuka Jayawardena was dismissed for 25 later. Yesterday Royal College won the toss and invited the lads from Mount Lavinia to take first lease of the wicket. The Thomian opening partnership was 197 runs and saw opener Rashmika Opatha score 124 runs. Johan Mendes scored 64 while skipper Sachika Jayatilaka chipped in with a half-century. St. Thomas's College Mount Lavinia declared the first essay on 350 runs for the loss of 5 wickets yesterday. Kishan Panditratna leads the Royalists while Sachita Jayatilaka leads the Thomians in the Battle of the Blues. And back to our headline-making stories. Today is day 17 of Sri Lanka's largest public service initiative, the Newsfirst at the door-to-door campaign. The campaign, supported by the University of Peradeniya, will take place until the 18th of March. The campaign is taking place in the districts of Matale, Gaul and Trincomalee.
The Newsfirst Come at the Door-to-Door campaign based in the southern province commenced day 17 following religious observances at the Sri Bodhi Rajarama temple in Pittigala. The Newsfirst team visited many rural areas in Pittigala. The major concern raised by the locals was the lack of electricity and the proper supply of water. The Newsfirst Come at the Door-to-Door campaign based in the Matale district commenced the day following religious observances at the Sri Purvanu Rajamahavyaraya in Ganethana Rathota. The teams reached out to the most rural villages in the Amanganga Korale in Ranthota. The Newsfirst Come at the Door-to-Door campaign based in the northern province reached out to many rural villages in Trincomalee today. The teams commenced the program following prayers at the Koradupet Church in Trincomalee. The Newsfirst teams are visiting many areas in Trincomalee. The primary concern faced by the fishing community is coastal erosion. The team will tour the areas today to record issues faced by the people.
I am right now standing in the coastal belt of the Tirukallur area in Trincomalee. As you can see right behind me, stones have been strewn across this coastal belt because of sea erosion. Those living in Colombo leading luxurious lives, those living in Colombo who are at least leading a normal life. Just imagine if you are living in conditions where you know one day that you will be losing your house. One day you'll be losing your dwelling. One day you'll be losing the house that you're living in. That is the exact fear the people of this area in Tirukallur are facing. Shamir Rasuldeen, Newsfirst from Trincomalee.
Come at the Door-to-Door, a national public service initiative.
Unparalleled island-wide campaign, Gum Up the Door-to-Door. Newsfirst, Sri Lanka's largest and most influential news provider, together with the University of Peradeniya, takes the unprecedented step. Walking from home to home, asking people this one simple question: what would make your life better? From the 24th of February to the 18th of March, covering all 25 districts, ensuring the very last home in each village is covered. A revolutionary campaign with one aim, giving a voice to the voiceless.
With that, we wrap up the news. I'm Bernadine Jai Singh for News First. Have a wonderful day. Take care.